David, do you think that the average consumer is dealing with an advisor that is giving them the information to have the understanding of what their choices are and what's coming? Because it seems to me, in all the discussions that I'm having in travels, the disconnect is not whether or not the consumer gets in some way the taxes are going up. They do believe they're going to go up. We could argue when. It seems like a lot of them don't have the information to make good decisions.
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way, Kerry. So there's $23 trillion in the cumulative IRAs and 401ks of Americans. There's only 800 billion of the in the cumulative Roth IRAs
Yes.
and Roth 401ks and Roth conversions of Americans. So I think that advisors who are stuck in what we call the tax deferred paradigm are reluctant to even bring this up because it means that their clients are going to have to pay taxes on these
Sure.
401ks to get them shifted to tax free. They're managing less money, they're getting paid less. So frankly, there's not a huge financial motivation for financial advisors to even bring this stuff up. So I'm not so much concerned about how much money people have. I'm more concerned with how much they actually get to spend after tax. And I think that when financial advisors are motivated by that same principle, I think that you're going to see the number of dollars between the tax-free bucket and the tax-deferred bucket, that's going to start to equalize as people are motivated by doing what's absolutely in the best interest of their clients.
Don't you think, though, it's counterintuitive? Because most people believe to have more, you have to take more risk. And a lot of programming has been done. I've been in the business over 30 years of you have to continue to take risk and stay in the market and all those things. This is counterintuitive in that you're actually taking less risk. You probably have a more predictable income stream by doing things that traditional planning, both in a lot of cases, they don't prescribe and they don't talk about. And to me, that's one of the most exciting things, but it's also one of the things that people don't talk about frequently.
Yeah, people are a little bit like the federal government. They love to kick the can down the road. Nobody wants to pay a tax
Yes.
prior to when the IRS requires it of them. I mean, really, what we're saying is to get to tax free, you've got to preemptively pay a tax. You've got
Yes.
to pay a tax before the IRS requires of you. And to do so, you have to really absolutely be convinced that tax rates today are going to be lower than they are somewhere down the road. And so I think that once, to the extent people are convinced of that fact, then shifting money from tax deferred to tax free becomes very easy. But we have to, once again, we have to raise awareness that preemptively paying a tax before the IRS requires of it is something that ultimately is going to help people wring even more efficiency out of their retirement.
Yes.